Hello pilots and welcome back to Flight Academy. It's time for Season 2. This series is brought to you by Out of Arc Gaming and as always my name is Phil. 11 players go head to head in a round robin single ship tournament to find out who is the ace pilot. The format rules are in the description below, but once again joining me for round 7 we have...
Andy, I'm back!
Hey, welcome back. We've had 2 great games
We've
so
had
far.
2 and I am so excited. Poe Dameron, played by Wes. And we're talking dream team.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited. He's got a really fun build, I think. He's got Heroic, he's got BB-8, he's got a pattern analyzer, he's obviously got those S4s, which, again, you know, hopefully we'll get to see them used today, but a really nimble build. He's all about those arcs today.
He's absolutely brilliant. And if you've been watching already, you probably know that this is the original Poe. So this is your trigger-happy flyboy. So he's wanted to get in there and cause some damage.
Yeah, I can't wait to see some... I mean, Wes is such an interesting player anyway, but I can't wait to see... He's got such versatility with his movement in this build. I cannot wait to see it.
Yeah. And coming up against Wes, we've got Fraser running Ricolet in the N1 Starfighter. That's one of my favourite ships. I think it just looks so cool.
Yeah, big fan.
Love it.
And this ship is Grease Lightning.
Yeah.
It is.
I love Ricolet. If ever I'm running an M1, Ricolet is one of the pilots I go for straight away. But he's got Duke, obviously, fire control system, R2D2, which is an interesting but great choice in this for those repair options, and the proton torpedo should he get that nice shot in there.
Are you a bit surprised by... He's got quite defensive upgrades on such a bright, sort of fast ship. Do you feel that? Do you think he should have lent into that speed, or do you like the fact that he's gone a little more all round?
So at first, when I saw the build, I was a bit cautious. I thought R2D2 is an interesting choice. There's certainly other upgrades I would do to lean into the speed there, but single ship tournament, R2D2 actually, it's proven its worth throughout.
I really agree with that, actually. I think, because it is not the most deadly of ships, the Naboo Starfighter, but it is slippery.
Yeah.
And so if he's then in the position to repair some of the damage he takes, it's not that hard to get out of the way. But Poe Dameron, so mobile, so maneuverable in that considering it's in an X-Wing, so and his upgrades are really
I mean, you lead in with BB-8 giving him the boost or barrel before he starts, then he does his move, then he does his action, then he's got his charge to do another action. It's crazy. He can get all over the place.
I do wonder if he's actually hard countered Fraser's build here a little bit, because he can keep him in arc.
Yeah, he can keep him in arc. What Fraser needs to do is he needs to be not scared to get turned around and face back in.
Yeah. He's got to do some damage early on, I think, because he's lost a shield already, which, we've managed to talk over that. Do apologise, people watching.
It's just, he wants to use that speed. But
Poe is just, he's keeping up with him.
Yeah.
It's absolute cat and mouse now.
It's always going to be tough when you're coming up against the T-70. T-70s are just... They are solid. They're so robust.
Solid is the perfect word for them, and and that's what X-wings in general were always meant to be. If you look back into the original lore, they were never meant to be masters of anything, but they were just great and plenty of firepower. And these T-70s, I think, are even better. I mean, they're just so reliable.
I mean, they look great.
Oh, I love the look.
It's just, and not only that, I love the fact that.
And I'm old school.
Where's his running Poe, and he's got the Black One T-70 as well.
Yeah.
There's just something great about that.
Yeah. Can't wait to see. Oh, he's going for... looks like long range. Is that range 3? Or was that range?
That looks... I think it was actually just out of arc, so very fortunate there for Fraser.
Very on brand for the channel as well.
Very on brand.
Very on brand.
I think I need to start giving people like a little out of arc ribbon every time they get out of arc.
50p's worth of Chewits. Something nice.
Hey, 50p's worth of Chewits in this day's market. You're not
That's a pack of Chewits. Isn't that a pack of Chewits? Do people still sell Chewits? Do you remember the ads? always used to have like Godzilla.
I remember the ads.
Anyway, let's not allow ourselves to get distracted here.
Yeah.
Again, Fraser, he's off.
He's coming around. I like that. He's going to be using that asteroid to try and get around there. But he's got that target lock, which is going to be... Getting that target lock is what he wants to do. He wants that target lock early, and then he wants to, in the next round, have a focus for a double modded shot. And if he can get Duke into play, it's going to be good, but...
It's interesting.
Yeah, boost.
I say I love these new boards that they've got here at Entoyment. They're really nice. I really like all the like nebula stuff in the background.
Yeah, they've got some really nice mats.
Such nice flavour, yeah.
Yeah, it was quite nice that they had like a different mat so that we could have it mixed up for every round.
Yeah, I think it's great. They're doing a great job over there.
Yeah, great store to play at. They're really accommodating. They've got a great set of guys there as well.
He's going for that reroll. Can't see. I think it's a miss again.
Yeah. Use the target lock for 2 hits.
He's got one.
He's going to use
his focus. Yeah, sensible. Yeah, sensible. Yeah. I think now, Fraser just needs to keep the damage down as much as he can until he can get him into arc. And he can use that speed, and he can use R2D2 to keep himself. If he's just taking little pot shots off Wes, he can hopefully just get some space, get some repairing done.
I think one of the things is what makes it hard to fly Rick is you want to fly fast because you want to get that extra dice for his ability, but you've also got to not be scared to do some of the slower maneuvers or just do a turnaround quick and get there. I mean, he's done a 2 hard there and he's come round with the boost. I think that's a good option.
Yeah, because it really, I mean, unless Poe really plans for this, he's going to end up somehow the pursued rather than the pursuer.
Yeah.
He's got that. He's got the mobility though. He's in a nice place at the moment. They're in a nice sort of. But actually, I think Fraser's done a good job at positioning himself behind Poe here.
Yeah, I do like that. I think that is the position he wants to be in. It'll be interesting to see if Wes does a turnaround instead.
Yeah, I mean Poe's got to keep. I think if Poe goes straight here, he's going to remain in arc.
Yeah.
If he banks round to the right, I think we could end up changing places again, and it really could be interesting.
Oh, it looks like a 3 maneuver. I'm pretty sure that's red. Oh no! What have we got here then? Is that 4K? Nice. I like that. That's something that's good with the X-Wing. You don't have to be afraid to do those red maneuvers.
No, I agree completely. And you've got decent. They're chunky ships.
Yeah.
They're particularly in a format like this. There are, I'm sure, ships with more shields and more damage, but probably not both.
Yeah, you tend to get one or the other, and using Path Analyzer to good effect to come back in. It's a range 3 shot. But it's got a shot.
Well, something that's happened that we didn't mention is Fraser's managed to regenerate one of those shields.
Yes.
So through R2D2. So
it means he will have one less shot coming, one less red dice coming back.
I think at this point though, he's got a lovely work.
Yeah, great evade there.
Great evade there.
So
now he's not got much of a chance to do much. I think in response here, this turn was about minimising.
Yeah, just checking the arc. They're just out of arc again. Another Chewit coming your way, Fraser.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate you.
So yeah, it was a bit unfortunate he didn't get that arc, but
now we're on a collision course slightly. It's going to be really interesting to see the moves that people make. We've really got to start planning ahead. He's really hoping. God, if Poe takes a small, like a classic, just one forward here.
I know what I want to see happen, and I'm gonna. Yeah, that's what
you want to see. I think that's a wonderful move.
Yeah, I would have potentially got
great positioning. Ooh. He's really being careful with it.
I would have gone backwards on that, but I like that positioning. Is that gonna?
I think it's gonna be. I can't wait for Wes to move his hand. I think he's gonna be an arc.
I think he's actually. They've bumped.
Oh, is they gonna be?
Yeah, so that's a bump, but. Because we're take the template out underwears. Because we're doing 2.5 rules for the actual thing.
Leave that man alone.
As we're doing 2.5, you still get a range 0 shot.
Yeah.
Have they?
I'm not sure Fraser's in arc again.
So because Poe's bumped, he would have Wes in arc at range 0.
Mm-hmm. I think Wes has got Fraser in arc. I'm not sure that Fraser's got Wes in arc.
Yeah.
That's a great. I mean, brave.
Yeah.
He bet he wishes he'd focused.
So range 0 can't use the focus. So that is just one shield going down there. So just a reminder, range 0, the attacker cannot modify dice unless they use the force, but the defender can modify. So
do you feel like because both of these ships are so nimble, they're kind of cancelling each other out a little bit at the moment? They're really struggling to get sights on target, if you know what I mean. It's always by the skin of their teeth at the moment, isn't it?
I think that I like that.
Good
move. I think that it's easier for Poe because he's got more utility in what he can do, and with the stronger build as well, with the health and shields and etc. He's more willing to put himself into those positions.
I didn't expect. I actually wondered if if Wes was gonna do something like this. Just again, he does not mind these long range shots at all, does he?
Yeah.
He understands that there's not a ton of meat to that Naboo starfighter, and actually anything, and particularly as it's regenerating thanks to R2.
Yeah, I mean the great thing for Wes is that he's got pattern analyzer, so he can take that target lock after doing a red move. So just the one, and that's focuses. Yeah. That's gone through, and Wes is matching Fraser speed for speed. So Rick's not triggering with his ability, but we do have a proton torpedo coming back. This is an ideal position for that.
That's that mobility. It's a good build. This Poe build is very good. It's a very, very utilitarian good build, I think.
Yeah, spend that target lock. So changing to a crit, so only 2 is not terrible.
Not terrible, I'll give you that.
You'd hope for a bit more.
Alex, is that a double jink? Has he got out of that?
No, it was double focus, unfortunately.
I can't quite see.
Yeah, he's taken the damage. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough cameras to do 3 dice cams, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, you'll just have to try harder in the future, Phil.
Yeah, I will do. But while we're just waiting for Fraser to...
That was a good result.
Yeah,
that was a really good result for Fraser, but I think who knows what's going to happen. This is such a... He's pushing his luck a little bit here, I think. He's hoping...
I think for a bump.
Yeah. But he's in a much better angle. I mean, he's in a much better angle this time if he ends up with a bump.
Yeah. We do have a bump.
We're going to happen, right. Okay. Ooh, is he managed... No, he hasn't. See, last time, Fraser, I think, Wes managed to keep out of that arc. Not this time.
So this time, they will both get a shot. Neither of them will get any additional dice. And an interesting one as well, even though Rick has done the faster move, because it's adding a dice, he still can't do that at range 0.
You're joking.
You can't modify or add results at range 0 when you're attacking.
I still think, oh gosh, and actually, R2-D2 back in there with the clutch play, another shield.
Ooh.
That I think is very, very, very close. I think the increased firepower of Wes here hopefully will help a little bit.
Yeah, so let's see. Hit crit again.
That's a good result.
2 evades.
Dodges, yeah.
He's loving that.
Wow.
So that's good.
Wow. That was clutch.
Yeah.
That was really clutch.
So should only be 1 dice. But yeah, there we go. He's caught that. It's a focus, so
nothing.
Gets rid of the deplete though, so that's not too bad.
I feel like again we keep resetting in this one. I think we're going to see some fairly exotic manoeuvres coming up over the next couple of turns.
Yeah. I mean, you say exotic, and I'm pretty sure that's
about as exotic as they come.
Yeah, there you go. There's the Talon. I mean, that's the most exotic move it actually has. So rather than marking Wes's ship up there using the old side-to-side method, great tactic, and then just getting the other range ruler out just to get that forward, back, or middle reposition in there.
Good player. I like Fraser's movement rulers as well. They're very cool. They're red and white. Looks great.
Yeah, he does have some nice templates.
Oh, it is. We're going again. Going again. I think we're at range 1 as well. It's going to be close.
So close.
But I'm gonna before I know, I'm gonna say I reckon that's range 1. I'm happy to be wrong.
I wouldn't count against it. My arm is the wrong way there. We'll see how many dice. If it's 4 dice, it's range 1.
Yes. Oh, that's a good roll.
That is. That's rude. It's great though. Love it.
And we've got 1 evade there.
We got 1 evade. So
he's down to 1 health. And no more R2D2 as well.
No more R2D2. And the crit was a hull breach. It will not matter because he's got 1 hull left. And looking at the timer, this is going to be it. Fraser needs a really good roll.
That's got a hull breach.
A hit crit. It needs something. It needs something special.
No, I think that's just his shields, isn't it? I think. It's not over, but it's over.
Yeah. It was a very valiant effort. Very much stuck in there for both of them.
That Poe build, though,
it's good.
But I actually think that Fraser did a great job because I think that's a nasty build, and I think that Fraser's done a great job at really making him work for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think we've run out of time. That's the first game I've casted with you that we've actually run out of time. So that was an epic battle.
That was a great game, and again, it's really nice ships, really good pilots on the board. So I mean,
great to
can't
see.
really ask for more than that.
Can't ask for more than that. What a brilliant game! Maybe the best we've seen so far.
Well, Andy, thank you very much again for joining us.
Oh, so thank you so much for having me. I really, really love doing this.
Excellent. We'll definitely get you back on very soon for some more stuff. But guys, again, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, link for the Patreon is in the description below, and we'll see you very soon for Game 4.